actually eating English muffins, but I thought this would be more fun to eat these muffins and use these. Okay, so this is where the setting is like when they're sitting down and I can't eat muffins when I'm agitated, that kind of deal. So that's where I got this script from. Okay, this is muffin number 1 and muffin number 2. This muffin number 1 is talking. How can Algernon sit here and calmly eat his muffins when he is part of this horrible trouble? I can't make out. They seem to be perfectly heartless. Muffin number 2. Well, they can't eat muffins in an agitated manner. Our butter would probably get on Algy's cuffs. One should always eat his muffins quite calmly. It is the only way to eat a muffin. I say it's perfectly heartless, his eating of us muffins at all under the circumstances. Well, while we're here, let us spill the tea. Jack Worthing, the man who started it all, originally living in a countryside manor where he was brought up after being found in a train station, goes to the city as Ernest Worthing, claiming to visit his sick brother to escape his social responsibilities. He falls in love with Gwendolyn Fairfax and finds that he and Algernon are long-lost brothers. This Algernon Moncrief fellow is quite the charming, upper-class English bachelor who is best friends with Jack. Algy makes up a Mr. Bunbury and comes up with Bunburying like Jack, but instead goes to the country to visit Jack to escape his responsibilities of the city, and quickly falls in love with Jack's young and beautiful ward. Lady Bracknell is quite the handful, being the mother of Gwendolyn Fairfax, Algernon's aunt, as well as a symbol of the stupidity and hypocrisy, along with all that is wrong with Victorian society. Turns out Lady Bracknell was not always as high and mighty as she makes herself out to be. Gwendolyn Fairfax is in love with the name Ernest and the fact that it inspires absolute confidence. She speaks with utter authority on matters of life and morality. She is sophisticated, intellectual, very pretentious, and even though she was lied to, is still willing to marry Jack Worthing, even against her mother's approval. Cecily Cardew is Jack Worthing's beautiful, smart, 18-year-old ward who is obsessed with the name Ernest and claims the same as Gwendolyn with what the name inspires. She's kind of loopy due to the fact that she has already made up a relationship with Ernest, Jack's brother, who is actually Algy. I'm sensing some psycho tendencies. Anywho, Cecily and Algernon end up getting married in the long run. Miss Prism is much to blame for this entire situation. Being Cecily's governess, while always being so uptight and claiming that she once wrote a 3-volume novel, you would have never thought that she would misplace a baby in a case and leave the case at a train station. But she did. Miss Prism misplaced a baby that happened to be Jack Worthing and did not know that he was that baby all these years. Oh, and she also harbors feelings for Dr. Chasuble. Reverend Chasuble is the rector of the Worthing estate. He secretly entertains feelings for Miss Prism. It makes me uncomfortable to watch them interact awkwardly. Lane is Algernon's manservant, who is one of the only people to know about the Bunburying since day one. And Merryman is even less exciting than the last character. He is the butler at the manor house. Thanks for listening to us spill the tea. Now enjoy.